Too many men are making the same mistake. They get in with women purely off of superficial factors, getting into relationship without gathering the data that you need to gather to understand if this woman is a viable candidate. We cannot get so lost in a woman's appearance that you forget what's really important in choosing a partner. Y'all, men are losing their legacy off of laying down with the wrong woman. The point of this is to be more discerning in not only who you are in relationship with, but who you are laying down with. Here's what you should be looking for in a woman. Let's get into it, family. Outside of appearance, of course. Number one, how does this woman handle her emotions?
The crazy part is, man, like, as men, this is our biggest downfall. Getting past the looks. This is something I talk about all the time on this channel. You know what I'm saying? So for people that are used to my channel, you should be used to me saying this, but you gotta get past the woman's looks. The truth of the matter is, because most men, for most men, the better a woman looks, the more she can get away with. You know what I'm saying? Versus a woman you don't think that looks that good, you're not gonna allow her to get away with as much as that chick that, you know what I'm saying, got something fat back there, got something big up here, you know what I'm saying, is very pretty in the face. You're gonna let her get away with more than the average chick. You know what I'm saying? Us men, you know what I'm saying, we have an issue with that. This is why sexual discipline it has to be top priority. And to be quite honest with y'all, it's really a mental game, because just like I refer to all the time, to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, it's a chapter in there on sexual transmutation. And you have to be able to take that drive and put it into your craft. Put it into, you know what I'm saying, bettering your mindset. Put it into having more control over yourself. Because we all know that when us men, we get into power positions, we all know that our number one downfall is the woman. We already know that. We already know it's because we can't control ourselves. We fall victim to that. I know a lot of dudes will be like, man, so my chick shouldn't look attractive? That's not what I'm saying. Of course you should be attracted with somebody you want to be with, but you have to be able to look past that attraction. See, a lot of times when we're looking at a woman, we're just looking at what's fat back there and how pretty her face is, and that's where we stop. We don't go no deeper than that. You have to be able to look at her character. You got to be able to look at her actions. Does her action match her words? Is she investing into me? Because if she's not doing any of that, then she's not a chick I want to be around. It'll be a waste of time. But again, when you get caught up in the looks, get caught up in what she looks like, you get caught up in, you want to have sex with her, when you get caught up into that, you're not in control no more. That's why sexual transmutation is so important. Take that same energy that you feel for her and put it into things that can further you in life.
Handle stress. Number two, how does she manage jealousy? Is she controlling? Number three, and this one's very important, how does she present herself online? What type of attention does she elicit? Number four.
All right, so she brought up a couple points I want to get into. First mention, how does this woman handle stress? That's very important. When you are deciding to get with somebody, you don't want somebody who's able to handle the positive times well, right? When things are going good, we all know everyone can handle that well, but how are you when things are not going well? Do you just black out? And when I say black out, do you just shut down, or do you keep crying about it? Do you just run, fight or flight, type of things? It's very important to see how somebody handles the stress. I think secondly, she mentioned jealousy. That's huge too, because just think about it. Think about a person that is very jealous is very insecure, and they feel like they can't trust you. For me, I don't want somebody around me that I can't trust or that doesn't trust me, because that you can't build a relationship without trust. So if this person can't trust you and you haven't given them a reason to not trust you, then you shouldn't be around that person, because that person has demons that they dealing with themselves. That's why I say, just because she looked good doesn't mean she got it all going on inside of here. And then, I think the third point she made was she was talking about how does she present herself online. This is very huge. If I go on your Instagram and you got all naked pictures, well, perception is reality in a sense. So I don't want a woman who is perceiving herself like that, that's showing herself off like that.
Does she live by a moral compass or code? Is she a virtuous woman?
Last point she just made is huge, and this might go over some people's head. You know, somebody's integrity and their character is important. You know what I'm saying? What are they willing to do for things? Are they willing to sacrifice? You know what I'm saying? Or they just cop out when things get tough. So you got to be able to identify how does this person move? You can determine somebody's character and different things like that based on their actions, based on how they show up. And you have to be able to pay attention to these things. Because the truth of the matter is, if you get blinded by how a woman looks, because some fat is back there, or the SEX is super good, if you just start to fall in love with the image and not pay attention to who she is and what she really got going on, that's how you fall into a lot of trouble with women. It's very important to always come from that abundance mindset that I would love to have you in my life, but I don't need you. So you got to be able to control that sexual part about you, control those sexual urges, put that into your craft, put that into things that can further advance you. Don't put it into her, because when you do that, she now has control over you, and you're not going to be able to judge her character, judge, you know what I'm saying, her other traits that are very important if you want a further future with her. All right, guys, so that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.